Hi guys, welcome to Grudy's Racing Resto. Haha! We'll do a drive in the car. The brakes are squealy, the gearbox is still noisy. Yeah, I don't know what you're going to see, but you'll hear it. Right? It's just a little noisy on the brakes. I think the pads are a little bit stiff. AFR's not too bad. It gets a little lean on the transition. What do you do? Still needs wheel alignment and a bunch of other shit, but it's nice and strong. So the AFRs don't run too bad. Run pretty good for the basic tune that it's got. I've still got to do emulsion tubes, so we're going to do some custom ones for it. Do some F7s, and I'll drill some extra holes, so it'll be like an F2 emulsion tube with an F7 on the bottom. And then we're going to trial that, and then we're going to start playing with diameters of emulsion tube. Alright, so what we're doing is we're going to head for a little bit of a hills run, because everybody wants to kind of hear this thing open up. The brakes will be a bit squealy, but we want to know whether or not they shut up. So we've just chucked some Primo in. We haven't used a lot of fuel. It's actually okay on fuel. It drives real nice. Still don't have a tacho, hence why I haven't done a lot of tuning. We're at 3,000 RPM in 60, 70 kilometers an hour in 4. It kind of drives really, really nice, and it'll pull out. Right? Hit a throttle. It pulls out nice. No brake squeak. Nice. Right, so we're coming into the hills. I wanted to do this during the day, but I screwed up and I forgot to do the sway bar back up. Temp's a little low, still 64. I'd rather it in the 70s, but it's not going to hurt anything. Oil pressure's ridiculous, over 80 psi, so we're going to drop it from 1550, 1010s, we're going to drop it down to 1540, and if it's still ridiculous, I may have to pull the sump off and drop the pressure relief valve, spring loading a bit. So anyone from Adelaide, you've probably noticed the road. We're not going to say where we are. I don't know. We're not doing anything illegal. We're just going to stick to the speed limits, right? But what's the screen like? Can you actually see something? We got Jo filming. She had a drive. The brakes are a little bit too squealy and a little bit nasty, so we're both just a little not as happy as we should be with the amount of money we spent on the brake kit. So we've got a little way to go with the brake kit, yeah? Right. What's this? This looks like a nice tight little beam. Still not in the hills yet. And hopefully there's no popo. Oh, we're not going to be doing anything wrong anyway, but you know, you don't want to be told off for driving at the speed limit. But yeah, trying to get it ready. It just turns. It's kind of a little ridiculous. It still hasn't had its wheel alignment, so once it's had that, it'll become something a little bit different again. So the brakes are only squealy on low revs. On like slow speed. brakes are a little more powerful than what it needs. We could probably go and remove the rear brakes and rely more on the fronts. But we'll see. Yeah, it still drives nice. Like, we can still drive it just normal. But then it's got some guts. And it just turns. You can literally just turn the wheel. As much as they're noisy, they pull up, and I'm not using a lot of pressure on them. The car itself just, I don't know where the limit of room's going to be. Guys, thought I'd give you something a little bit different. There's been heaps of fucking issues, and these people don't deserve us thrashing through their little town. So we're just going to cruise through this little town. Alright, thanks for your time and effort and all the awesome messages. I'm feeling lots better. Joe's feeling better now she's gotten to drive her car. We appreciate you all. You have a lovely night.